Okay. Hey, so welcome everybody. Thank you all for joining this webinar or session on Salesforce training. I hope I'm audible to everybody here.
Yeah, it's audible.
Okay. All right. So we may have different participants today who are coming, from various backgrounds. Like you may be coming from a technical background, or you may also belong to non-technical, or you may be freshers who have just completed your graduation. So basically, the Salesforce topic or knowledge, the best part about it is we don't require.
Hello.
Someone
Yeah,
has to go on mute, guys.
yeah, guys, please mute everyone yourself. Okay, so there is no interruption in between the meeting. So my request is to mute everyone. In the last, when we go for the Q&A session, where you can unmute yourself. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Purva, you can start.
Yeah, so getting back, so I was just saying that you may be coming from various backgrounds, and now the beauty of this Salesforce is you don't need any type of a prerequisite, right, to learn this subject matter, right? If you want to learn Salesforce, you don't have to be expertise in any other subjects, or you don't have to know, a specific technology or a tool in order to learn Salesforce, because Salesforce is its own database. Salesforce is a new concept. It's a CRM, right? It's a cloud computing technology. And as part of this course, we'll actually be touching base on all of these concepts, right? Like what is cloud, then what is CRM, then what are the various career options or opportunities that you get to learn in Salesforce, right? All this will be covered as part of your course. So this Salesforce has three different options for you all. Okay, you can go for a Salesforce administrator, which is the starting point, right? Like if you want to learn Salesforce, the first thing you have to touch base on is Salesforce administration. Once you learn admin, then you move on to development. If you're interested in coding or becoming a developer or becoming an architect or tech lead, something totally zoned into technical area, then you have an opportunity to climb the ladder from admin to developer, right? But some of you here may not be interested at all in development, and you may look forward for options which are more like a client facing or customer facing, where you want to play the role of a consultant or a business analyst, right? So that's your second option here, where you can climb up the ladder directly from administrator to business analysts. So we have like a two combo or two combinations of the subject within Salesforce. Like I said, one is Salesforce admin plus development, and the other is admin plus BA. So I'm just quickly sharing my screen so you get better insights of what I'm actually referring to. Do you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so first thing I was telling you was admin plus dev. The second option is admin plus BA, right? So you all might be wondering, what is this admin? What is this development? What is BA and such? So we'll just walk through it one by one. So as you may already have heard, like suppose, I mean, you all have entered into this webinar, you've all entered into this demonstration of Salesforce. I'm sure you have some bit of idea what is this Salesforce, right? Like anything you might know, one line, two line, one word, you may know about Salesforce. So can we make this a little interactive, and can one or like a couple of you in this call actually tell me your idea about what is this Salesforce? You can type in the chat also, okay? And you can also speak up, unmuting yourself one by one.
Hello. Yes. Can I?
Yes, please.
Yes. Salesforce is the CRM, which is customer relationship management tool, in which it is basically on the cloud. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
which is used to manage the sales of the particular company, and also Salesforce has in the various clouds like marketing cloud, education cloud, finance cloud. So
Mm-hmm.
it is basically used to easier the process of sales or anything like education process,
Mm-hmm.
like this.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. That's almost like accurate. I see a lot of you, putting up comments here saying, it's a CRM, it's a data collection, cold calling, follow up with the customers. So I think you all have some idea about this Salesforce. So I'll add a little bit more. But before I go that, does anybody else want to volunteer and give your understanding of what is Salesforce? Okay, so let me proceed, right? So this Salesforce has multiple clouds within itself, right? Like it has clouds such as Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Health Cloud, IoT Cloud, Financial Cloud, and whatnot, right? You name a particular sector, okay, Salesforce has come up with their own types of clouds. Now the question becomes there are so many clouds that Salesforce is providing, but which one should I learn? Which one do I need to get into, right? So the basic cloud that you all have to learn if you are getting into this technology is Sales and Service Cloud. Okay. If you want to learn Salesforce, the first cloud that you all have to learn is Sales and Service Cloud because given any business, right, given any type of a business, they always have the sales part of it and service part of it, right? Now, what is the sales? From the time the customer has purchased a product, right, till the time the product is sold to a customer and the money is given to the business, that all comes under sales, right? Once the product is sold to the customer and now the customer is coming back and saying, hey, I don't like this product, or maybe I want to change or exchange some product. What is that? That is all coming under service. I think you all have experienced this. You all purchase products from various websites. It could be Amazon, anything, right? If you like the product, you use it by paying
Yes,
the
right.
money. If you don't like it, then you say I don't like it and you exchange it, right? So these are the two crux of business, right? Like it's the sales part and the service part. Now what Salesforce is doing is they have come up with this awesome tool called CRM, right? CRM in Salesforce is nothing but a SaaS product. Okay, let me write this keyword here, SaaS. Okay, what is this SaaS? SaaS is nothing but software as a service. So Salesforce provides us two concepts. Okay, one, it provides us a SaaS concept and it provides us a PaaS concept. Software as a service and platform as a service. How many of you have heard of this term?
Yes, I heard.
So for those of you hearing it for the first time, I'll just mhm, mhm. Yeah, for those of you hearing it for the first time, I'll just elaborate a little bit here, okay? So any cloud computing technology in the market offers either a software, it offers a platform, or it offers a infrastructure, or it can offer all three together, right? So software, platform, infrastructure are the three layers that the cloud computing technology can provide. Now, Salesforce, as you all know, is a cloud computing technology. Okay, you cannot use Salesforce without internet, without a device. You need a device and you need internet. All these two are the only things you need in order to use a Salesforce website. And of course, license, right? License comes as you join an organization. The company is going to buy you a license and say, okay, now you are a part of our organization. So for you to log into Salesforce, we'll buy you a license, right? So once you log into the Salesforce, okay, you can see a software. That is what we will be learning in this uh, in this course, right? That software is nothing but CRM, what we call. Okay, and that CRM is inbuilt or present already within the Salesforce application, where when you learn the CRM 100%, you become an administrator. Okay, but what about this platform, right? So Salesforce is providing us various platforms. To name a few, I'm just going to write it here. To name a few platforms, it's force.com, work.com, desk.com, data.com, right? So if Salesforce providing so many platforms, which one should I learn, right? 99% of the businesses use force.com. So these are the things which you may not have to learn immediately. You may have to learn if the specific requirement comes up, right? On your own. It's like a self-service that you can do to yourself. You can learn these things on your own. But what you may not be able to handle learning by yourself is this force.com. That's why you have to have some kind of a mentor or a guidance or some type of a course, or you may have to read somewhere, right, to understand this force.com. Okay. So what happens if you learn force.com? You know very well the development, and then you become a developer. Okay. So by learning CRM alone, you have actually completed 75% of administration, or 75% of Salesforce you are thorough with. But if you want to be 100% thorough with Salesforce, then the option you have is to become Salesforce developer or a consultant, right? By completing your entire circle of Salesforce by learning both the software and the platform. I also mentioned in the beginning that cloud computing provides software, platform, and infrastructure. So, what about this infrastructure? Where is it going? Right? So, infrastructure is not present for Salesforce. What does that mean? Infrastructure is nothing but a physical device, right? It's like a server that somebody is giving you and saying, okay, keep this server with you, and now you can access our application, right? So, what Salesforce is doing is they are not letting you buy any server directly from them. Okay, you cannot go and purchase a infrastructure from Salesforce and say, okay, now I want to use Salesforce application, right? So they don't provide any infrastructures. They only provide softwares, they only provide platform, and that is what we will be learning throughout this course. Okay. Now, diagrammatically, if I have to represent what is it that we see in Salesforce and where will you guys stand a chance after learning this course is something we can look at now. Okay, think of this box to be like Salesforce. Okay, in short form, Salesforce is called as SFDC. This is something you guys have to always remember because when you apply for jobs, they'll be like openings for SFDC admins, SFDC developers. So you should not be in a confusion. Okay, what is this SFDC? Right? So SFDC is nothing but salesforce.com. Okay. So it's, in other words, Salesforce only, but people call it in a fancy way that it is SFDC. Okay. Now this box is a SFDC box, and what you will be learning is the CRM and the platform concept if needed, right? So platform is completely optional for you guys. Like you don't have to force yourself to learn force.com, right? If you only target to become a developer, then I would recommend go for force.com. But if you don't want to be a developer and you're like happy with learning CRM, you can climb up the ladder into this part, right? Which I told you, admin plus BA. Now going back to this diagram, okay, this is SFDC, and inside the Salesforce, we have a CRM software, right? This is CRM, what we call the SaaS. And then Salesforce is built on something, right? Every application that you see in the world today is built on something. So on what platform is SFDC built on? Any guesses?
Cloud.
Yeah, what is the platform that it is built on? If you may have to link with whatever topic we learned now, just a couple of minutes back, right?
Service.
So it is built on a
Platform as a service.
platform called force.com.
Yeah, platform as a service.
Yes. So this is it's like a GK question in Salesforce, right? Like you can call it like that. They may ask you this question, hey, on which platform is salesforce.com built? Right? It is built on force.com using Java technology. So if you guys want to end up working in Salesforce directly, right? And they have this openings in their organization. So first of all, Salesforce is a company, right? It's a very, very huge company who sell a product called Salesforce Cloud to all of us, and we all purchase it, right? Like big service providers, big product based companies, they all go to Salesforce and they purchase it. Remember, Salesforce .com, the cloud that we're talking to, is never something that we can buy. Okay, we cannot buy. We can only rent it. If you buy it, then it's like you're going and telling Salesforce to sell their company, right? So it's not that concept here. So cloud can never be bought. Okay, it can only be it can only be rented. Okay, and it can be rented based on your company specifications. If your company is just wanting to use software, they can only rent the CRM. If they have something extra to do other than CRM work, they can always rent the platform. If they want both, they can rent both, right? So it completely depends upon what your company is targeting for. And what are we in the company, right? We will be admins, or we will be developers, or we will be business analysts. But there may be few people in this call who may be on the other side of the table, right? And what is that? They are the end users, right? Who are the end users? The sales people, the service people, right? The agents who take up your calls, like the call center or the sales operations lead. All these are the end users of the Salesforce. And what are we trying to do? We're trying to make their life easy by building applications seamlessly on salesforce.com by learning this course. Is that making sense? Does anybody have any questions so far with what we covered? Yeah, there are a
Please
lot of
explain
questions that are
force.com.
coming. Sorry, go ahead.
Please explain force.com once.
All right. So Force.com is a platform that is provided by Salesforce. Okay. Why do we need a platform? Okay. There are a lot of capabilities and features that the CRM is providing. Like what? It's giving us features to build an application without having to write a single piece of code, right? All that is covered within this CRM. Let me color it, right? So this yellow box that you're seeing does not require any coding knowledge. But sometimes the businesses want something extraordinary, which may not be possible to achieve using this CRM tool. What could that be, right? So for instance, they'll say, we want a table to maintain customer database. So does that require coding in Salesforce? No. But have you compare it to Java, right? Then to write it, to draw the table, or to write to bring in the table, you need to write a code in Java. Then to fetch the data from the database, you need to write a code by connecting it with some master database like Oracle, SQL, or something like that, right? But in Salesforce, to create a table and store the data, you don't need to write a code. It's as simple as using drag and drop features of the CRM. When is it that you have to use the platform, right? When the requirements go too much of haywire or too complex, right? So for instance, the same example that I just took, which is maintain the table to maintain customer database, right? This is possible with drag and drop. But now if the requirement becomes like whenever I'm getting a bad customer information in Salesforce, like scandalous customers who are actually not our customers, but it's like fake, right? Then I want some logic to be written within my application that will delete all the scandalous customer data immediately once in a month. Can we do that using the CRM features? We cannot. We need to write a code. So where do we write a code? By the facility that is provided by the platform, which is the force.com. Okay. So we use a language we use a specific language in this force.com, which is called as, let me write it here, front end and back end, right? I'm sure you all are aware of what is front end and back end. Front end is nothing but UI, what you see, right, on the screen using Lightning. Okay. And back end is Apex. Now, there are some things that have come up in the market which the Salesforce has upgraded, right? So no technology is very bland. They want to spice up a little bit, right? Like, so when they become a bigger organization, they want to bring more and more to the customer. It's just like you buy an Apple phone It all started with like a simple phone, but today it's like upgraded to like what iPhone, what 14, 13, right? So they have upgraded. Similarly, like in SFDC, they started very basic, right? They started with a technology within itself called Classic. Now they have upgraded to Lightning. So whoever are going to start learning now, right, from scratch Salesforce, we do not recommend them to go to Classic. We tell them to learn directly Lightning because all companies want Lightning Salesforce experts, right? So in the front end, we will be covering Lightning components, okay? And then in the back end, we will be covering Apex. Now, if you want to upgrade a little bit after learning Lightning components and Apex, we highly recommend people to go with Lightning Web Components, which is LWC. Okay, so it is slightly different from Lightning components, what you have to learn before learning LWC, right? So people who are going to choose or prefer development, we will be covering Lightning components plus the LWC if you want to upgrade yourself into the next version, because LWC was launched very recently. It was not like 10 years back or something, right? It was just 5, 6 years back they have launched LWC. And the difference, I mean, yeah, I'll go more a little bit into detail, but I hope, Swati, I think you have asked this question. Can you tell more about PaaS?
Yes.
I hope that answered.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I think these were some topics that I had, very, very basic, what I wanted to cover. But yeah, you guys can shoot questions if you have. So I saw a couple of them, saying that they have zero knowledge in coding. But the question I may like to ask you all is, if you have zero knowledge in coding, are you really willing to get into a new concept to learn coding? Like, given this chance that, we have good trainers who's going to put 100% efforts to make you all learn coding, or make you learn coding, right? Whoever asked that question, will you be dedicating yourself to learn the coding? Because this is going to be like, well, I know English, right? But now you're telling me that there is a Spanish class and I can learn Spanish. So I'll ask myself, okay, am I interested to learn Spanish, right? If I'm interested, I will put my efforts, I will learn Spanish. But at the end of the day, I will learn it, right? So that's the whole point. If you are interested to learn development, then it's easy. If you're not at all interested and you're fearing from the first day that, oh, how do I write this code? What prerequisite I need, to learn coding? The answer is to learn Apex development or to learn Salesforce development. You don't need to know 100% Java. Okay. But then do I need to know 50% Java? No, I don't need to know 50% Java also. Okay. But I need to have a basic awareness of, okay, what is this if statement? Right? What is this for loop? Why am I even writing a for loop? Right? Like that basic high level idea of coding knowledge, if you have, it becomes very easy for you all, because as you're all aware and heard of this new term in the market called Chat GPT. Okay. Salesforce is in the beta version with ChatGPT. So if you all know the requirement, okay, what you have to write, right? If I tell you the requirement, hey, build this, and you understand this requirement, then ChatGPT will help you build the code automatically. Maybe not 100%, right? But at least you will get the logic. Okay, because Salesforce is already in the beta version of ChatGPT. And who knows what next, right? They're going to go very, very fast into all these topics. So learning development in Salesforce is not very difficult, but for people who are new, who are afresh and have zero knowledge, it will be challenging. And if you're going to take that challenge and put your effort, it's going to be very easy. Because I personally came rather from non-technical background, like non-coding background, right? But even though I was from engineering, I was into electronics. Okay, so I was totally into different zone, right? Electronics. But then I put myself into software. I put myself and learned coding in Salesforce from the scratch of my career. Okay. So I didn't fear for it. I just went for it. I learned it and now I find it easy. So it's your efforts that really matter to make that choice. Do you want to go into coding or not? Any other questions?
Hello. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. If someone already knows the Salesforce, so how can I suppose find the jobs in the market?
So you already are, comfortable with Salesforce admin as well as
Yeah.
development.
Yeah. And also, I have completed LWC.
Okay, you've completed LWC. So if you've done all these three things,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
what is stopping from the job? Like, what are the difficulties you're facing?
No, I am actually asking that from where I can search for the jobs.
So there are various options for you to actually apply for the job or get the job within this, because if you look just by if you just look in the market or go to Google and say Salesforce openings, right, you'll get 100 plus. Now the question becomes, in this 100 plus, who will select me, or how will they reach out to me, or how do I get a direct chance to talk to them, right? So there are multiple sources. One of the sources LinkedIn, one of the sort, because in every job portal they would have or every job opening they would have told email me at this thing, right? So those are the things that you need to pick up, like their email addresses or any contact us link that they have left, so that you can directly contact them, and whoever it is who's a working professional, they will respond to you with a yes or no or maybe buts, ifs, whatever, right? So that's the first thing I would suggest. The second thing is, your Naukri,
Mm.
right? It's the top one portal for anybody to get the job. And yeah, we in Webshala have tied up with them, right? Like when I say tied up, it's not like a direct tie up, but yeah, we have paid services. So we may not what do you call, guarantee you that 100% yes, if you take this you will get the job from us. No, we don't give false promises. We will support you 100% till the end of your selection, meaning we'll help you with resume preparation, right? We'll put you all in a batch to do the mock interview sessions. And post that, it is your duty to go attend the interview and get the job, right? So here, that much we have the facility that we're giving you, the 100% supporting system. Because we are a network and a pool of people who are linked with the same group of people with a network of Salesforce folks, right? We keep creating this community within us to build that pool of people or network of people uh, who can help one another once they get the job for
Okay.
referrals.
Thanks.
Yeah, a lot of questions coming in here. I'm already working and have 3 years experience in IT, but wanted to switch to SF domain. Will it be a good decision? Yeah, if you're already a working professional and somehow, your current job is not convincing and you want to, change your ladder from X to Y, which is Salesforce, then it's a very good choice, provided that, you're looking at several factors like work-life balance and the salary hike, because these two things are most important for any one of us, right? Like otherwise, what is the point of switching the ladder? So if you're not satisfied with your current salary and you're feeling that there is a lack of work-life balance, I think Salesforce is a good choice because it's not difficult technology. Okay. And that's what made me stick to it for like almost 8 years now. So I'm in Salesforce for almost 8 years and I don't feel like switching back to any other technology because it gives you growth. Okay. It's not monotonous. The other thing, if you're bored with admin, you can always go to development. If you're even like bored with development, you can go with business analyst. If you're bored with that, you can become a consultant. And okay, what next? I became bored even with consultant. What next? Then I can learn a new cloud that I was referring to, right? Like financial cloud, health cloud, anything you can just switch like quickly. So that's the flexibility this technology gives. So yes, a thumbs up to that decision if you're going to make. Uh, Rishikesh. Interested in Salesforce admin. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so Sridhar, that is anyway the starters, meaning you have to start with Salesforce admin, right? So you can start with Salesforce admin and then see, okay, am I done with Salesforce admin so quickly? Do I have the zeal to go to the next ladder? Then you can then make a decision that, okay, I want to go next somewhere else, right? To developer or BA or consultant, whatever. But you can start off with admin and put yourself in that zone and then decide, what you want to do next. Does that make sense, Sridhar? Okay, I assume yes. So can I get job by learning only Salesforce admin course? Yes, you can get a job by just learning Salesforce admin course, but you have to put a lot of efforts to get the job only as admin. I'll tell you why. Because if you are going to be a developer, you're going to be skilled in two concepts, right? You'll know the SaaS as well as the PaaS, right? Or even if you become a BA, right, a business analyst who is a bridge between the development team and business, so you'll be more like a customer facing, right? They'll prefer a BA because then the BA can do two works at a time, right? They can also be a consult, I mean, they can also consult the business for requirements and they can also do admin work. So usually when companies are putting so much of time, effort, and money on the resource, they would expect more skills from you. Okay, but nevertheless, it is not like you will not at all get a job if you learn only admin, right? You will get the job, but the then you'll have to prove that you're a great admin. You're very good at it. You cannot be wrong in what you're answering, right? So you'll have to be 100% there. Then only I would suggest that target for admin, then go for admin confidently. I hope that answered, Santu. Okay, which is the most important topic on Salesforce admin and development part? See, all the topics are very, very important. And at the end of this class, I think our team can share you the syllabus, or you can also go to our website and look at the syllabus part, right? So even if you're missing on one part, it's like you're not eating your meal completely, right? Like you have to eat your full plate, otherwise it's waste, right? So the same thing over here also, like you have to complete end to end all the concepts. In that, I wouldn't say which is like, one topic is important, other is, yeah, it's okay, it's chill if you don't learn. No, it is not like that. Like all the topics are important, and I'll tell you why also. Because when you go for a interview, right, please trust me or make a note on this. Okay, you will remember for sure when you attend an interview. They ask same questions in a different way in every interview, covering the whole syllabus into multiple halves. Okay. So if you look for admin, right, the admin course is divided into four halves: basic admin, security, data management, automation. These are the four chunks for admin. Okay. They will cover 20% from all the admin concepts. They will not miss asking a single question. Okay. Same thing applies to development also. They will ask you to write one trigger logic or one code which will contain all the concepts. So it is very essential that if you are stepping into Salesforce technology itself, you need not be 100% perfect, but you need to know the concepts. What is going to be this, right? If I give you a scenario, you should be able to link, okay, for this concept, this is the feature, right? That's the whole point of this thing. So I think HP, a person named by HP asked this question. I hope that's answering you. What is the week of schedule in Salesforce job, ma'am, especially for admin job working hours? See, this completely depends upon the company, okay? Kumar, how may I call you? Achyut, right? Yeah. So this is completely depending upon your job. Like if the company hires you for US shift, then you may have to work in the US hours, right? EST hours. Like your mornings will be like Indian nights. So it totally depends upon the company that is going to hire you for the job. Okay. But preferably try to choose a job that eases your comfort zone. Right. Like, I mean, I know all of us at the end of the day, after taking this course, we want to get a job. We're very desperate to just get into any job in Salesforce, right? But even gauge that, like, try to see, like, okay, is this something that I really can fit in the business hours? Because mostly the Salesforce job are something that will fit your Indian time zone only. But there may be rare circumstances that you may have to work in APAC, like morning shifts or night shifts. So that comes at a later stage when you attend the interviews. I'm interested in taking admin plus BA. Can you provide insights on opportunities after completing this course? This is a great question. Okay. Because I'll tell you why. This admin and BA is a very rare and good combination. Okay. Personally speaking, I was a developer back then, but today I'm a business analyst, and this is something I really like doing. So if you feel that you're a good communicator, you can understand the Salesforce features very well, the pain areas of the business, right? So tomorrow, if somebody is coming and telling, hey, you know what, like I want an easy way to get all the complaints that the customers are giving in Salesforce, right? You can be a front face of the tool, right? Suggesting what is it that they can use. Uh, for their problem. So that's what a BA does. And to become a BA, you need to be good in the Salesforce CRM concepts and be a good communicator, right? So once you have these two skills, then you can upgrade your CV with the same. And once you complete this course, that confidence will be in you, right? How to write a good document, how to handle a business situation, how to talk to people or business for a requirement, right? All that we will be covering in a business analyst course basically. And again, I would suggest going back to the website and webshala.in and looking at all the syllabus contents. Can we get linked in profile of the speaker? I didn't get this question, Vaibhav. Maybe if you want, you can elaborate.
हाँ, आपकी लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल या कांटेक्ट नंबर मिल सकता है क्या?
Yeah, you can reach out to our team for any queries, and वो लोग ऐड कर लेंगे, मतलब कॉन्फ्रेंस या कुछ मैसेज के लिए.
Okay, sure.
For sure.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm working in my organization on Salesforce Customer from past 3 years. It's payment solution company. I've done diploma in computer science. Any scope? So this is a very interesting message or question, right? Like, so if you're already working Ajay in a current organization in Salesforce and in a custom app from 3 years, like, and okay, great, you've done diploma in computer engineering, which means you have background of software. Then what is it that you're looking for? Sorry, I am I audible?
Yeah, you are now audible.
Was I audible now? Couple of seconds back.
No, just now.
Okay. So I mean, this point here, like which Ajay has put, I wanted more insight so I can answer it. What are we asking here? Okay, I'll come back at the end. So contact number, yeah, you can reach out to our Webshala team and they'll provide you. Duration, all right. Yeah, I think I did not cover this. So let me just quickly cover this. So if you're going to take admin, we're going to take 30 hours of admin. If you're going to take the combo of admin plus development, it's going to be 60 hours, which is almost like 2 months of duration. If you want to go for admin plus BA, it's going to be 30 plus 20 hours, right? Which is like 50 hours. So what are we going to cover in this 50 to 60 hours? We'll teach you the course. We'll help you prepare your resume. Like, meaning when I say help, like we'll provide you sample resume based on your particular um, situation, right? So you may be a fresher or you may be already working professional. So we will analyze your current scenario and suggest you on how best you can prepare your resume, because we have formats with us and we can share them with you and you can tweak it according to your professional summary. And once we prepare your resume, we're going to help you and guide you for sure, right? On how you can apply for jobs, what are the different approaches to get connected with people. We're going to add you to our network of people, because that's what we do, right? We are like we're targeting for quality training, and at the end of the day ensure that you're connected with people who are in the same world as you all. Like we want to create a world of Salesforce people who are creating this network of jobs opportunities for everyone, right? Or at least who can guide in the right way to get the job. So you're going to be there in our groups. Uh, like the famous WhatsApp is the famous thing, right? Like you can be in the WhatsApp groups that we have.
And
And
sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, and we also have like community in our Play Store app. So where various Salesforce people also is there. Like
yeah,
yeah.
yes. So we have an application. The iOS app, I think Abhishek is in beta version yet, but we do have Android app built in Google Play, Google Store, right?
Yes, correct. iOS will come like in next month. So, and also we have a web app anyhow. Like all the classes we going to conduct there, where like your account will be created, and you will be find everything is there, like live classes, your class recordings, every device assignments in a same place. So it's a easy to handle, like everything in a same
Yeah,
place. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so to summarize, the people who are using iPhones and iOS versions, we don't have the application yet. We're working on it. It's in the beta phase. And in the ones who are using Android, you can download our app, okay, the Webshala app. You can also visit the website, and in there you can, once you enroll with us, you'll become our accounts, right? So you'll be all your info customer, because you become our like students, right? Like privileged students who we want to encourage and support with the jobs. It could be, or to resume preparation, or help answer your questions regarding the course. So that's going to be the community point. So all that is going to be a part of the 60 hours. And uh, it is not like, now the 60 hours is over, so the relationship is done between you and us, right? It doesn't work like that. We want to stay connected with you. So once the course is done, you can feel free to drop your messages in the groups that you get added to, right? And put in your questions. So our experts would be a part of that group who would be answering your questions. Like, so all your unanswered queries will be answered at the end of the day. All right, and I saw one more question below. I'll come to that. As I'm not interested to learn development because I don't know, so I'm interested to learn admin plus platform app builder. Okay, so platform app builder, if you're using that word, that's going to be covered as part of admin only. Sridhar, I hope that's going to. I hope that answered your question.
Yes.
Yeah, so platform app builder will be a part of admin. Okay. Now, once you learn admin, you will be eligible to take up a platform app builder certification, Salesforce administrator certification, right? Like, I mean, this course is going to give you that much enough knowledge that you can confidently go write a certification, because in our class, we will be constantly telling, that whatever topics we're going to teach, right? We're going to constantly keep telling you, hey, this will be one of the questions, right? That will be asked, because all our trainers are Salesforce certified. Okay. So there's no trainer who is just like simply coming and teaching for some time pass, right? Like everybody is Salesforce certified. They all are very well experienced, 8+ years. Some are architects, some are business analysts, some are developers themselves, tech leads, right? So they will all guide you. And of course, we are all here to guide you on what certification you guys become eligible at the end of the course. Not graduate, I am. Sorry, I didn't get this question, Ajay. So you did not complete your graduation? आप ये बोल रहे हो?
Hello.
Am I audible? Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
This said Sandesh. Ma'am, I just want to know, there are certifications in the Salesforce industry, like right, PD1, PD2, Copado, LWC, etc., etc. Are those necessary as a fresher?
See, certification is like a cherry on the cake, right? It's like if you say that in the market, hey, I'm a Salesforce certified developer, administrator, they have more focus and confidence on you because these certifications actually come with a great value because they're very expensive. And it's like a privilege to be having that Salesforce certification because it's like that a gold medal that you get in school, right? So if you complete admin, then please take up the certification as soon as possible. Like when I say as soon as, it can be like 1 month after your course, right? It's better to take. Or in between, like whenever you feel confident. For that, you can be in constant touch with your trainer and the team that we put you into. And here, what we also do is once somebody takes up the certification, right, we tell them to come back to us and tell us their result. Okay, so if when they tell us their results, they may not tell to the Webshala management directly, but they go back to their trainers usually in that group, right? And they tell ki, hey, I'm taking a certification tomorrow. Can you guide? And the trainer is going to guide them, right? Once they complete the certification, they come back and say, hey, I passed or failed or whatever, right? Where majority it's a pass. The trainers, what they do, they ask for the dumps. Okay, so we have collection of dumps for people who are going to take certifications, but we tell them not to rely completely on dumps because the Salesforce is very tricky. Every quarter of the year, they change the questions, but it will be same type of questions asked in a different way, right? Instead of saying, what's your name? I'll say, tell me about yourself, right? Like something like that. So yes, we can rely on dumps to pass it, and we can rely on the scores to get a good score.
It's will it impact on our resume selection on the HR side?
No, it's not like that. If you have it, great. If you don't have it, then you can prove that you're very good in the subject by giving good answers in the interview. You know, they don't really care that you should have. It's not a mandatory thing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not mandatory. You need to have a certification, but it's always good to have that certification because, yeah, Salesforce, they are, it's like a high premium thing if you have.
Is it like a thing like what we can say? It is a proof that we have done the administrative part or development part. It's the proof, right? Is
Yeah,
it like a
it's
proof?
like a proof that you're too good at it. You know,
Okay, okay.
there's no questions asked, right? It's like that.
And I have heard one more thing about the certification. Are those too expensive, like more than we can afford? Like a bit, I have heard about like it's about what we can say 30-40,000 per certification. Is it that expensive or
No,
very
it's not
less?
30, 40K. I mean, realistically, it is very expensive, right? Like it is 20K. Like, come on, like I'll be thinking, okay, I can do something else. I can learn a course in 20K, right? But then this 20K that you're going to invest is going to give you maybe a 20 lakh job also. You know, it's like
Right,
that.
right, right, right.
Yeah. It's going to be useful in a long run. But with my personal experience, okay, when I got a job in Salesforce, I was not Salesforce certified. I was very honest with the interviewer, right? Like, but I told him to judge my answers. I told him to give a chance to give me a chance to answer his queries. But after that, I got the job and then I took a certification. Okay. And the company paid for me. So I did not have to invest 40, 50K because I have now three certifications. Okay. I did not have to invest on my certification because company paid. Okay. So you can think of it like that also. But sometimes, yeah, it's like if we are continuously failing in our life, we're not able to crack the interview. We may think otherwise, right? We may think, okay, now I'm not cracking. Let me at least try certification and show them that I'm good at it. Right. So in that case, I would suggest, yeah, just go for the certification because it's like a cherry on the cake. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
What is the entry salary for admin? See, this thing, no, the salary part of it, I don't want it to make it seem like roses and unicorns, right? Like, I'll be very honest with salary part. If you're going with anything in Salesforce as a fresher, okay, like you didn't have a job, you completed your graduation, and now you're entering into Salesforce as a fresher, then you can expect around 3.5 to 5 lakhs as a fresher, I'm telling, who has no job yet, right? But if you're already working as something in any other technology or sales or non-technical, and now you're entering into Salesforce as administrator, you can expect 5 lakh to 6 or max 7 lakhs per annum. Okay. But if you're going for business analyst and for development, right, these two are kind of on the equal level. Okay. Developer and business analyst, then you can expect salary above 7 lakhs, equal to or greater than 7 lakhs. In anything, if you're a fresher, if you're experienced, doesn't matter. But if you're a developer and business analyst, you can expect salary above 7 lakhs. And that too, the last part I want to tell, if you are technical, right, meaning you're in some other technology and now you're trying to switch from that technology to Salesforce, and now you're becoming a developer or business analyst, you can expect easily about 10 lakhs. So that will be the different ranges of salary in India.
And
after
ma'am, just
completion,
I have one more question about like, is it possible for a fresher to get a international job on the basis of the course completion as you provided?
After completing this course, you can apply for the job. Yes.
No, I am asking about the international job. Like as you said earlier, like
Huh?
there will be US timings and all. So that's what I
Yeah.
am asking about. Is it possible for a fresher to get international job on the behalf of Salesforce training you are providing?
Yeah, you can get international job. Definitely, yes. Like, but I don't want to tell too much about international jobs, because we don't know the openings, right? Like, I have not seen yet, like, okay, can I apply and will I get? Yeah, if the company likes you a lot and they are ready to offer you the visa, they are taking care of you end to end, right? Then you can get. And the most likable companies that ask you for jobs in outside of India will usually be UAE, right? Like Dubai, and you can expect it in Ireland. These are the quickest, like, if you're looking for jobs outside India from Salesforce, you can look for these two countries. But if you're planning like US, Europe, they are little time consuming. They have their own process, very, very slow, right? You may get your visa appointment next year. So I don't want to talk about that US and Europe thing because it's a time consuming process, but for sure you can get a job outside India in like another country if you are expertise in Salesforce. And one
Hello.
more thing, once you learn Salesforce and let's say you get a job in India only, okay, like you start working, and 2 to 3 years down the lane, like in 3 years only, you can see the job opportunities because Salesforce requires some travel. Okay, it's that's how this whole technology is. You will get a travel opportunity once you get into Salesforce, from my experience of things and with the people I work with in my various companies, right? I have jumped 3 companies now, all in Salesforce only, and I have been seeing my colleagues, my peers, myself having these job travel opportunities, which is totally personal to you all, like whether you want to take it or not.
Hello.
Yeah, right. Why was I asking? It's because one of my friend is in Canada and he is also
Hmm.
working in the Salesforce.
Acha, okay.
I don't recall the company name, but yeah, he is working in the Canada and he is doing his remotely job in the India. So
Okay.
that's why I am asking. Like, is it possible for a fresher to get a
Yes.
job? Like, yeah, that's why.
Yes.
As because the expenditure in Canada and India are with like are another level. Like it's like a seesaw. Like you earn
Exactly.
um, yeah, that's why. So it is a
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Uh, I want to ask one more question. My friend is having 1 year of experience, but he want to switch his means his total experience is 1 year, but he wants to switch his job due to some personal reason. So, is this a good time to switch the job?
Yes, see, the minute you make a decision that yes, I want to switch the job, like please figure out what you want to switch into. Like ask some questions to yourself, prepare a milestone, right? Have some basic goal, like short-term goal planning, right? Like okay, which technology, what do I want to do next to learn this technology? Do I have to enroll?
He wants to stay in the same Salesforce development, but wants to switch the company, change the company.
Okay, if you are already knowing Salesforce development and coding very well, then
Mhm.
you're confident of that, then
Yes.
ask this question, do I need a recap? Right? Like this, do I need a mentor? Do I need a guidance from somebody to become more skilled in this technology? If the answer is no, I don't want all that. I just want to switch my job from A
Mm.
company to B, right?
Okay.
Then you need to make that connections. Okay, see, the whole thing about the Salesforce, no, it's a network of people. Okay,
Okay.
if you go to this trailhead, you will see a community out there.
Right.
Everyone are people like this, right? Who wants to switch job, who want to make networks, who want to get job easily without having to go through that large process of Naukri, applying the job from scratch, getting an interview call, all that. So
Right.
is that better or is getting a referral better, right?
Okay. Okay.
So to get that referral, you need to stay connected to people who know this technology well,
Okay. Okay. Right.
right?
Right.
So there are several placeholders, and that's what I've been saying in this, right? Like you have many spots, like whatever the trailhead spot, you have the Salesforce community spot, you have webinars conducted by their own company. And now from Webshala, what we can do, right? A part of it we are doing, right? Like we are connecting, we are making that network of people at an affordable cost, right? So
Okay.
if you compare our prices to other institutes, I'm sure
Right.
it's impossible to find it. Like nobody teaches a 30-day course for, I don't know, like what, Abhishek, 5K, 6K?
It's a
What numbers are we talking about here?
yeah, it's a 5K plus GST, so 900 rupees is the GST, so it's a 5,900 for
Yeah,
admin.
Great.
exactly. So a 30-hour course has been taught to you all live with a mentor on screen, right? And 1 hour on weekdays, 5 days a day, right? It's literally like 5K, which is going to give you a lot of benefits here, like like I said, pool of people, the knowledge, the criteria for resume, the certification. So I think it's a great win-win for both the parties,
Right. Right.
right? Yeah.
Hi, I have a question. Sorry to interrupt.
No, please go ahead.
See, I am already working on Tableau for the dashboards, but I am not understanding on what platform I should go into for Salesforce. I've been,
Hmm.
connecting Webshala from longer, like 3 months or something like that. I was not able to
Hmm.
decide.
Okay, so Tableau, first of all, is totally into data analytics, right? Like you analyze
Yes,
the data and prepare the visualization snippets from databases.
yes.
Now, recently, Salesforce has purchased Tableau,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And they make it so seamless to embed Tableau dashboards within Salesforce. Like, so you don't have to write a code to display Tableau dashboard inside of Salesforce, okay? You can just use some drag and drop features to display it,
Yeah.
right? So you can start off with administration, right? And you can ask this because anyway, whether you want to do a development or you want to become a business analyst or consultant or get into a cloud, like Salesforce provide Einstein Analytics Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Einstein Analytics is totally into data visualization. So if you're so close to Tableau and understand that part of the technology already, then data analytics for you in Salesforce becomes easy.
Okay.
Okay. But to learn data analytics, you at least need to know what is this Salesforce, right? Like what are the concepts of the CRM? Then only
Mhm.
you can learn analytics, data analytics. Okay. So
Okay.
you can simply take Salesforce admin and not get into too much development. After doing administration, you can learn by yourself that Einstein Analytics Cloud because it'll be easy for you to connect the dots once you know the CRM tool.
Okay.
Yeah. So the recommendation I would suggest, if you know Tableau, it's great. It's an add-on. And now you want to blend it with learning Salesforce something, then you can go for admin alone. And
Mhm.
after 1 month, you can make that decision that, okay, now I've learned admin. Should I go for development or should I learn data analytics which is covered under Einstein Analytics Cloud. Maybe you can make a note of it, and after this class, you can Google Einstein Analytics Cloud.
Just a minute, no, I'll note it down.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, previously I have already worked on various CRM. Okay, like Lead Squad CRM also in extra mark.